The Mind's Garden, a Buddhist story. Once, in a quiet forest monastery, a wise master lived with his disciples. Every day, the disciples would walk to the nearby village to collect alms. To reach the village, they had to cross a river. One morning, as a disciple was heading to the village, he noticed a young boy hiding behind a tree. Curious, the disciple approached and asked, "What are you looking at?" The boy, without turning his head, whispered, "Shh. Can't you see? I'm watching those girls. They're so beautiful." Intrigued, the disciple looked and saw a group of young women bathing in the river. He felt uneasy and said, "This isn't right. You shouldn't be spying on them." The boy replied, "But look at how lovely they are. What's wrong with admiring beauty? You should see it through my eyes." At first, the disciple resisted, but his curiosity grew. Hesitantly, he found himself watching the girls too. A few moments later, he shook himself from the trance. "What am I doing?" Embarrassed and filled with guilt, he quickly left and returned to the monastery. But the image of the girls lingered in his mind, playing over and over. He found it hard to meditate or focus on his duties. The next day, curiosity overtook him again. He left the monastery earlier than usual, eager to catch another glimpse of the women at the river. Just as before, he joined the boy, hiding behind the tree. Watching the girls became a daily ritual for him. His thoughts, once peaceful, were now consumed by these distractions. The master, wise and observant, noticed the disciples' growing restlessness. One morning, the master said, "Today, I'll walk with you to the village." The disciple, startled, protested, "No, master. Please, I can go alone. You need not trouble yourself." The master, sensing something deeper, gently smiled but insisted. Without saying much, he followed the disciple at a distance. Soon, the disciple reached the riverbank, where he slipped behind the tree again, joining the boy to watch the girls. The master saw everything. The disciple turned and was stunned to see his master standing behind him. His heart raced with fear and shame. The village boy fled. Trembling, the disciple fell at the master's feet and confessed, "Master, I've lost my way. The boy misled me, and I allowed my desires to take over. I promise this will never happen again." The master's voice was calm but firm. "Remember, the company you keep shapes your path. Just as a lotus blooms in pure water, the mind blossoms in the right environment. If you surround yourself with distractions and unwholesome influences, you will stray from the path of mindfulness. Surround yourself with goodness, and you will grow in peace and wisdom." The disciple was deeply ashamed. He stopped meeting the boy but found that his mind was still plagued by the thoughts of the girls. He became irritable, angry, and could no longer meditate properly. One evening, sensing his disciples in a turmoil, the master approached him. "What is troubling you?" the master asked gently. "Master," the disciple confessed, "I can't rid my mind of these thoughts. They have taken root and I feel lost. I don't know how to regain control." The master led the disciple to the monastery's garden and said, "Look at this garden. Imagine it represents your mind. If you plant weeds and water them every day, they will spread and take over. But if you stop feeding the weeds and instead nurture flowers, in time, the garden will be full of beauty." The disciple listened intently as the master continued, "In the same way, thoughts are like seeds. The ones you choose to focus on will grow stronger. If you continuously water unwholesome thoughts, they will consume your mind. But if you shift your attention to virtuous and wholesome thoughts, the negative ones will fade away." The disciple asked, "But during meditation, these thoughts flood my mind. How can I stop them?" The master smiled and said, "Do not resist them. The more you try to fight or suppress these thoughts, the stronger they will become. Let them arise and pass away, like clouds moving across the sky. Watch them without judgment, without attachment, and they will lose their power over you." With newfound clarity, the disciple thanked his master and began to practice mindfulness and detachment. Slowly, he regained control of his mind. Over time, the disturbing thoughts lost their grip, and the disciple found peace once again. This version modernizes the dialogue, making it more relatable while aligning it with Buddhist teachings on mindfulness, detachment, and the importance of wholesome influences. The metaphor of the garden echoes the Buddhist view of tending to the mind through meditation and awareness. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to explore the full Wisdom of the Buddha channel for more content designed to inspire success and happiness through ancient philosophical insights. Don't forget to subscribe for future videos.